Yo, how's it going, everyone? So, I think it's been a week or two since the last one of these progress updates. So, it will come to a point where these updates will stop because, again, we don't want to spoil it for everyone when they're exploring. But that is a baby crying. Anyway, yeah, this is the next segment in the sort of Times Square area update. So, Trader Zone, everything like that, we've already done that one. So City has expanded quite a bit on that south side of Trader. For the time being, until the map actually gets made live and we actually get able to get players onto it for a massive amount and test all the areas and everything, make sure the frame rate and everything like that for everybody's playing all right. I'm sitting at about 50 sort of average of FPS at the minute when I'm flying around free cam and stuff, so it's not too bad. But these areas like this here, where it's just grass at the minute, these will be converted into an area where we will be like, let me find one. There's so bloody much here now, it's hard to piss and get one bit. Where are they? It might be better going to Central Park. Like this here. So this here is, so you'd come off the main drag, off the main street. You go around here, we've got a concrete floor, we've got a wall, and it's all sort of partitioned off. So this will turn into like a car park, sort of garbage, and the sort of back area out the back of these houses. These areas will be off limits. So if you jump off a building, I mean, I don't know how you would get onto that, but in Dayz, being the way it is, if you've got a heli or something like that, then yeah, cross that bridge when it comes to it. But these types of areas, these are off limits. If this wall's going to be here, then yeah, these will be getting blocked off. These aren't to be used. But this is the area. So the little spaces in between the buildings, like this, for example, these will turn into, like here, there'll be a gate on it where you can come through into the alleyway, get out into the back, and then there is some stuff like this. Right, so you don't have to run around the entire street. It's not like you're gonna have to run all the way down that street to be able to get round. You're gonna have a few little cut throughs and stuff. So it won't be on every city block, but for the majority of them, that will be an option there. So the bit I've been working on mostly recently is this bit of Times Square across here. So this is the Times Square drag, like main drag or main road. So this was shown in the last video as well. I'd only got one sort of street deep on this. Again, haven't done the west side. Get out of that wall. Haven't done the west side of this. Recently, past week, I've been concentrating on that east side. So again, this was the red staircase. Still don't know how I feel about those stairs. They're probably a bit high to what it was in real life. Probably do with dropping them down a fair few bits, but this is where we're at the minute. So, bit of Times Square, and we do plan on getting a few more banners like that up to put across the front of the building, so it does look a bit more like it's Times Square. I believe that is a theatre, which trying to replicate it out of the buildings that we're using. I mean, it was a bit hard because it's got like two. It is pretty much that shape. It's just got a half circle that comes out here for the entrance, and then yeah, it goes quite a bit deeper at the back. So that's why it's been left for the time being, because stuff like that, I don't want to rush it and make it look rubbish. I'd rather just leave it for the time being and come back to it, and then that can be something that can be sorted out at a later date. But the rest of these streets like that, got a little secret gun shop here. Could be a little secret trader zone that. Could just be a gun shop where you're going to get guns to spawn from. And we've got some of the new Sakal bunkers in here, which are being set up. And I think there's another one of them down here. This is a little roadblock. So see, this is going to be the progression through the tiers as well, when you start getting to this sort of point. Because bearing in mind where we are on map, we're up here. So this will more than likely be, again, depending on what Red decides to make it, but this would more than likely turn out to be about tier 3. Probably talking most of tier 4 will be in Central Park, and then the rest of the tiers will be like the actual. Hey up, what are you? Visual polygon. Don't know about that one. Yeah, and then the rest of the tiers will more than likely be for the restricted island and the subway and whatnot. So this, like I say, the progress that we've been making for the past week has mostly been with this area here. And I caused myself a bit of a headache because I deleted one section out of this, trying to redo it, and yeah, it was a bloody nightmare trying to get it back in. But as you can see, at the minute, we've got the buildings, the layout, the street lights, the roads, the pavements, and pretty much at that point there, that's where we are. All the garbage, like the set dressing stuff, so the stuff that we're meaning when we like put all the derelict cars in here, like the car wrecks, the garbage piles, the like garbage cans, like the trash cans. This bit here, like this will probably turn into a parking lot. And again, you can cut the corner of that street and go that way out onto the main drag. Excuse me. To here, when the map gets redone, this will probably be linked up with Central Park. So get off. Central Park is only here. Right, so this is like the edge of Central Park, those two roads going across. So we're not a massive distance out, but from what I can remember, it's probably about that sort of a chunk of land that's been taken out, and Central Park has been cut in half as well. So, yeah, and then from there, pretty much from that edge of the city, all the way up to here, unless I hope it don't crash me, because chuffing loves doing crashing me when I get into this area, because there's so much that loads in. This is the sort of level of detail that we're going to be looking at sort of getting to. So when you see like that area there where it looked very clean, no cars or anything like that, if we can get this all to start loading in, and there's a lot going to be loading in. This is going to be like a build montage. Here we go. Spent a lot of time on Central Park. Like, Central Park's quite a key place in New York, at least for my opinion. So I wanted to put the effort into it to make it looking like, yeah, it's Central Park. The park itself hasn't really been touched at the minute, and if I'm honest, at least from my point of view, again, we can discuss things with Red, obviously because it's his map and he's got the overall say on it. But from my point of view, Central Park needs to just be shut off, like removed out of it, maybe fill it with trees, and pretty much just leave it as it is. Like maybe stick a few hidden sort of things in there. But yeah, just shut the fucker off. Like, yeah, we've got no need for it. But anyway, I digress. The level of detail that we're going to go for in the city is probably around about like this. Maybe not as densely populated with the cars, but with the scaffolding on the buildings, the fire escapes, the traffic lights, the like roadblocks, the dead bodies, the trees, like traffic jams, garbage pile. Don't forget about garbage pile. That's pretty much what I'm going to be going for. And again, it all depends on the performance. As long as it performs all right, then a level of detail will be there. If it starts affecting performance and people's FPS and like actual being able to play it, then yeah, we're good. If it starts to affect it, then a lot of shit's going to start to get removed. But yeah, this is what we're trying to go for, really, in the level of detail sort of size of things. Who's walking? I can hear someone running. Who's running? Hey, up. What you doing in there, boys? inside of a building, you muppets. Yeah. At least for me, there's going to be a... Oh, there's a jet flying over. For me, on my server, which is going to be a bit Division inspired, but again, still sticking with the fact that it is actually Dayz. So my server is going to be called The Decision Rats to Ruins. So a little bit of play on words, and again, I'm not trying to copy the Division. It's more to the point of just trying to put a spin on it of being a different Dayz server. So these boys, anyone that's played the Division, will know that these are the cleaners. Right, so they've got high vis on. You get general sort of loot off them. The vast majority of the factions that are on the Division will be here. So they're just in for testing at the minute, because that's why they're all spawning inside the buildings, because that's what their spawn trigger is, that building. And like in Egypt, they're spawning inside of them instead of next to them. Not a big deal. Easy fix. Just need to do their radius. But like the Division, this is a little subby trader zone. So if I go here, right, at the minute, I'm in PvP here. So I've got PvP and PvE zones on this. Whole map is PvP with a couple of exceptions. So you see at the front door, I've just entered into a safe zone. I can't punch anymore. You can hear that clicking. I can't do it. So walk Kimberly here. She's going to be set up as like a small trader. And again, when the map's getting tested, I'm not going to be too worried about it. But eventually, I do like my expansion quests. So there will be an NPC stood here being like, alright mush, we've got some quests for you to do. And these quests will all be different ones for the location that you're in, and take you to other locations that you might not know about. If someone's done the quest before, they know about it, then you'll find out about it. But the only way that you should really be able to find out about it is off doing the quests in the line. So, yeah. Hey up, what have we got up there? Where are you going, lad? Where bloody hell's flying over now? Beautiful little atmospheric mod there. Another mod from Hunter. Sick airdrops. We've got submarines going around the base, like around the map. We've got fucking Ellie's flying all over, jets flying all over, airstrikes coming in. It's beautiful. Anyway, we're here for the map, not my shite. So let's go back over to Times Square. Finish off having a little butchers at the area that we've been progressing with. So, and this is when you spawn into places like this, especially when it's just loading through Dayz editor. This is where you start to see how much is actually getting done. And again, let's just remember, right, everything has been placed. Everything. Like, the missus, she bloody hates this game now because she never... constantly on this. Fucking 24/7. Trying to get this finished. But I love it because this is going to be sick. Ain't going to be no map that beats New York. Don't give a chuff what any of you say. New York is going to be the map. Without a doubt. So this is just, again, an example of what sort of detail we're going into. Alright, so this is a little graveyard. It's in the middle of the thing. Yup, Mr. Crow. So yeah. And this is just a little city church. That's the old grave digger's warehouse, workshop rather. Little graveyard. Got a little war memorial there. Anybody says that it's in chuffing Russian or whatever, like, you can suck it. Little thing there. And then the old church when you come in here, alright? So you shut up, mate. Squealing your chuffs off. So, to just put it into perspective, get a bit of orientation. Times Square, yeah, again. Alright. So all these streets, that's where we just ran down before. That's the graveyard into there. Start of a car park that's going to be, that'll be blocked up. Floor's going to be done. Little car park out the back for all the residents that used to live in these lovely apartment buildings to be able to park their automobiles. Yeah. So we've got a little hospital here. Got some ambulances out the back. Got a ruined skyscraper. And again, most of these buildings you can get into. Most of them. Not all of them. Because I don't want you spending 24 hours in one building looting every single one of these rooms. Like all these rooms in this one tower block can be gotten into. So that is just going to be a bloody nightmare if you've got to run around in and out of all them. So yeah, that's why most of the buildings you won't be able to get into. To just stop you, and then the buildings that you can get into, there'll actually be loot inside them. Because although we all love a little bit of looting in Dayz, it's you're only spending 10 hours looting just to find one gun. The playtest that I've done on this server with me and my mates, you've been able to get a decent amount of gear before you even get anywhere near this sort of area, and it's all going to end up like this anyway. So a full city like that, oh baby, I mean just look at it. Look at it. Like when you're here driving down the road in your motor, and ignore the barrels, they're just there just for my distance markers. Got a street full of car wrecks, garbage, zombies, all the animals. Like, this is it. This is next level Dayz, mofos. It is being brought to you. Something unique to mine as well that I do want to show off because it is pretty pissing cool. Some of you might have seen it, more so probably server owners would have seen it, but and players you might have seen it on a server. But this is going to be my shooting range. So normally, all over map, PvP, you can't go first person. Right? I'm pressing V, you can't come out of first person. Alright, so because of this Ninja's PvE zone thing that I'm using now, it's a pretty fucking cool mod, like if I'm honest. You can go third person. Alright, it says you have entered the shooting range. So what do you think we're going to be doing here? So at this place, there's a long distance, and if we go down here, we'll go free cam just because it's quicker. So we've got all little pop-up targets, and we've got targets that will mark your shots, and you can press that and it will reset it. You've got flipper targets which will actually move if you shoot them. So just to prove the point, in case no one's seen the mod, let's do it real quick. I've done a run earlier on, I got killed by some AI, so I'm total fresh in a minute. Let's just load a couple of bullets. There we go, into that, into that, into that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Sorted. Look at that. And then you shoot all them out, and then shoot that one. Flips them all back down again. Shoot this one. Shoot in the red. Target will drop. Shoot in the black, it won't drop. These ones, you get a red marker. And then you shoot that, and it takes off your red markers. Shoot that one. Look at that. Pretty cool mod, man. I can't remember who it was that made that. Should have really looked before I started doing this, but I'm trying to get this done. So I'm going to watch a movie. It's Sunday night. The missus hasn't really seen me all weekend, so yes. As I'm sure everyone understands, when you're getting in here bashing, you need to keep the woman happy. A happy wife is a happy life, even though we're not married, but hey ho. So yeah, so shooting range. This is Sniper Alley. Alright, so you've got some targets in the thing. So the general idea of this place is you can come here and there will be a trader inside of this building here at the front gate. You will spawn in at this place. Trader zone, there's an extraction point where you're going to be able to go up the map board, extract to random locations on the map, or this will be one of the options there. So you would come in, you would spawn here. Alright, you'd be inside of this area. Open up the old gates. So in here, there'll be a trader. For ammo, possibly guns. There'll be an ATM here as well, so you ain't got to worry about carrying cash around on you. And then, yeah, you can come here and practice your shooting. So this shed here, it's a bit of a kill house setup. So you've got a couple of targets. And these targets mark your grouping shots. These targets fall down, and if you wait, it's like 30 seconds, and then these ones pop back up again. Why not? We can. They definitely do, but try and keep this time critical. So this one's here. You shoot the wrong person. Oh, you little shite. See, you fucked up. There's another one, so we can show you what I was going to do, or what you should do rather. Shoot the dude. He spins. Green target. You done it. Well done. You saved the hostage. You got some more pop-ups, more pop-ups. Another hostage situation. We've run out of ammo again as well. Honestly, why not just have like a? Hang on, excuse me. Talk amongst yourselves. Uno momento, por favor. Just put that on there. 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 Just do that. Do that. Do that. Right, there we go. Beautiful. So yeah, you get the idea. It's a kill house. So you can run this, and there's the catwalk all the way around the top. So you can stand and watch people when they're going through it, and laugh at them when they can't shoot for shit. Got the outside access there, so you can go up and see a little viewing area for you. Then we got the pistol range. Right, again, you can still use ARs on it, but yeah, this is the close quarters pistol range for you. So again, because this is an urban environment, you've got another viewing platform there, right, which people can get up. And then this is a mock-up street run. Alright, so this one has pop-up targets that are distance related. So you see that? You've got a little pizza shop. See him in the window. Pop the door. Oh, he's behind the counter. You go that. Oh, another two. Oh, fluff that one. I'm on my second rum and coke, so we can let me off of that. Bust the door open. Take your seat. Move upstairs. Pop the door open. Shoot from the hip. Let it spray. Yeah. And then we have a grenade range set up as well. So you stand here, practice throwing your grenades behind cars or whatever, like getting them to bounce off walls. And then this one is a house setup. So you can practice standing behind here and lobbing grenades in here. I've used this myself, and I can sort of get it through wherever I want it now. There's a couple of yeah, them things. Explodable items in there, so if you get it through the window, you're definitely going to know when you pop them off. Same with the vehicles here. There's 2 fuel pumps behind each car, so you can practice throwing it. When it goes boom, you're good. Damage again in this area here. No one can shoot you, but you can still get damage from your own grenades. So something to bear in mind when you're here. Don't try lobbing a grenade at your foot. Whilst we're here, we might as well show the old subway that's still getting worked on as well, because New York subway is getting totally overhauled as well. So we are kind of at the point. See, so now I'm back into PvE zone, or PvP zone rather. So I can't come out of third person. I can't come out of first person. So the subway is going to turn into like a legit subway. Now, it's been spoken of that a few of the locations are going to get added back to the city centres. But as far as this is going, it's at least for the actual official version of it. They might just end up in a city. But I will yeah, how the progress is going with this sort of setup, I will definitely be leaving a random location off the edge of the map where people can TP to and end up in this sort of place. Need to get my breath back. Come on. Is that enough? Beautiful. So yeah, and these go. Oh, these are bloody massive as well. So that's where we came in at. So we're going around there. So you can get into place like this. And again, these are all still getting built. So like the set dressing, if anyone don't know, it's the bits that makes it look all like the added little bits that make it look a little bit more smarter. And sort of give it that like polished look. Where it's all the rundown bits, all the boxes everywhere, the crates, the rubbish, all that sort of stuff. So this is like a work shed area. Well, there's going to be a couple of places in these as well. Where you go through a door. I can't remember what bloody one it was as well. Yeah, this one. Got stuff like that. And then go up that stairway and then that's going to take you somewhere. Another little stairway there. Like, ooh, honestly. These are just templates for me when I'm building it. So, don't even worry about that. But yeah, subway. Times Square, Central Park. Yeah, progress is still getting made. We're getting there. Any of you people that are looking forward to it, again, don't forget to try and hit that subscribe so you don't miss out on these updates. Again, if you like what we're doing, smash a little like on there, man. It always helps to know if people like it or they don't like it. It's pointless doing this if it's just for me. It doesn't really have much appeal. I want to know if the people want an urban environment. Map's getting overhauled anyway, so hit up your suggestions. Have your say. Everyone likes to have a bit of a say about stuff, so yeah, let's see what you've got, what suggestions you got. You've all played Dayz for God knows how many years now. What do you want to see come to an urban environment like this? Like, because there ain't nothing like this. This is going to be a whole new level of Dayz. This is urban warfare. Street fighting, running through alleyways, jumping over walls. Yeah, this ain't going to be no running into trees, hiding in the tree, or thinking you're in protection in that sort of area. This is going to be crazy. So yeah, there you have it. Let's end with an overview of pretty much where we're at now. So there you go. And I love how small that looks. I hate zooming out like this. So it makes it look like, oh, that's only that little area. But then when you're down in and amongst it, When you stood here, like, just check that. And it could be someone on that roof there, like on the stairways, in one of the buildings, in one of the windows. Could be on that rooftop. Like, yeah, man. Be up in there. It's gonna be sick. Get some car wrecks in the middle, a few more roadblocks. Still got little places like this. Oh, scary Mary. So yeah, there you have it. Progress so far. Alright, catch you in a bit. Peace.